Time to watch these cleanses give alt charge. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, look at that. 15% alt charge already. Like, in a Kitsune, by the way, chat. In a Kitsune. You see this? Already at 50. Oh, never mind. Already at 70% again. 75% alt after basically just using it. Yeah, I can really see why this build really picks up. I mean, it's like basically free alts. All right, so today's video, we have a All-Star 4 Kiriko on PC. Basically, this spectating is more about discovering builds. And they say, this build I recently found on Stadium Builds. And they say they got it from someone named Neuro Society. And it says, it plays around the use of the donut delivery item, which we are going to abuse by using items providing ability power and cooldown reduction. So, you want to pick Clone Conjuration first, which now gives you cash, unless they have a lot of negative effects in the enemy team. In this case, you can go for Tuzu first, which I did in this game. You will pick the other one during round 3. For round 2, you will buy Donut Delivery. From now on, you can basically use your Swift Step on cooldown to maximize your healing output. I like that. Your build will start to be really impactful starting round 5, as you will get the Cleansing Charge item, which gives you alt charge for cleansing allies and yourself with Suzu, even during Kitsune Rush. It is really powerful because there will be a lot of negative effects, healing reduction, slow, dots, etc. Cleansing Charge synergizes really well with Nebula Conduit, as the damage over time from it counts as a negative effect. So you can cleanse it for alt charge. Ooh, good idea. It's even better if some of your teammates use it as well. You will get lots of ultimates thanks to this. For round 7, since you charge your ultimate really fast, you can go with either Cross and Guard or Spirit Veil, depending on your preference. If you have enough cash, you can go with our bikes as well. The healing from Donut Delivery, Suzu, and your clone will be sufficient most of the time, so feel free to deal some damage. This build has a lot of sustain potential for you and your teammates, and the healing output is really satisfying. So let's see how it plays out, and then go from there. And then obviously we'll have the link in the description and all that. All right, so here we go. Team build. So you start off with, you said Tuzu here, because the queen, yeah, I see it, the queen's there. Armored vest, weapon power, attack speed. All right, here we go.
Let's wipe them out. My gift to you.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Here we go. So again, this build is all just about, this is going to be kind of like early Kiriko play. So what I mean by that is, like, this is kind of like how you would start playing Kiriko in like a normal rank game outside of a couple of like extra abilities here. So the point I'm making is, you know, you're going to kind of play default here. I'm not going to get too analytical about like what to do in these situations, because it's more about learning the build, and that's kind of a different vibe from like the normal spectators that we type of do. This is more about learning the build, figuring out ways to make it better, and then also using it. I'm really curious to see how this build amps up, because while the clone build is really fun, I feel like my playstyle sometimes is whenever it tells me to be the backline, I like the backline assassin style, like, build. It's probably like my worst playstyle, because I just, sometimes I want to help my team too much, I think. So sometimes I'm like, It's one of the reasons why it took me a while to adapt to like 5v5 tank style, where you have to go for backline pressure. You know what I mean? Where you want to help your team, but like the only like real play you can make is just dive their backline and hope that you win the trades. You know what I mean? But, good picks here. Nice. I like how you weren't shooting at the Junkrat. I would have been going for that Junkrat. So, you've been playing this build the past couple nights. You've been able to keep up with your wife on Moria with healing while also having an absolute blast. I'll have to give it a try for sure. I'll have to give it a try. Keeping the heals up. Kitsune. 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 There you go. Listen, because it's not like a normal spectating would be, I gotta be, I'm you know, it's more of a chill Kitsune there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, obviously your team doesn't win this first round, but that, like, the beauty of Stadium is that you don't need to win the first round. Obviously, you always want to win every round, but, like, the game's not over at that point. You have plenty of opportunity. You have plenty of that at your friend's build. Heck yeah, let's go. But basically, the point I'm making is you have plenty of time to, you know, plenty of time to make it work. So there's the first round. So you grab Donut Delivery, which, again, just to describe the ability here, 10% cooldown reduction, and when you Swift Step, It heals nearby allies by 120 ability power life over 2 seconds. So I imagine once you get your ability power going, that scales very well. So we'll see how it goes. Now, donut delivery is going to start doing really well here because if you're going to heal people off of your swift step, that's going to be really, really good. And I can see how that goes really well with the clone one later on. Get some cooldown reduction on top of that. Like, you're going to have a good time, I feel like. And you're going to scale ability power. Although, my understanding right now, isn't the clone thing broken? Like it's supposed to get better over time with, like, ability power, but, like, it's not actually working right now. So, like, even though, like, they like, the patch notes said that's what it was supposed to do, it actually isn't doing that. So I think this build would technically be even stronger as they fix that. Because if you're scaling some ability power with your build, then in theory, your clones will get stronger. Because I played yesterday, and my Kiriko clone did not change at all throughout the whole game. It was, like, the same, like, 1 HP one from the get-go, or whatever the HP was. So... yeah, I love the swift step heal. See, I love these, like, fun, like, kind of, like, hybrid builds where you can easily become, like, you can go into more of, like, that heal bot style, which is totally fine, or you can go into an aggressive backline style. I love when you have variety to play to builds. It's one of my favorite things in Stadium, if you can find builds that have, like, more than just one build path. It's really cool. So, much better team fight by your team here. Much better round. So, that was a quick one. Wow, that was just right through there, huh? But yeah, cool stuff on the build. You've added the clone one now, so you're going to have that after using Swift Step. Obviously, people know how that works, but for anybody who doesn't, after using Swift Step, create a clone of yourself that lasts for 4 seconds. Clone has 65% less damage and healing, which in theory is supposed to scale as you get better with stuff, but apparently has been a little bit scuffed. So there you go. Item-wise, you pick up Multi-Tool to add to the cooldown reduction, so you're up to 15% cooldown reduction now. Eye of the Yokai, 10% ability power, 35% Kitsune rush duration, and based off of what you've said with your ability, where you get that ability later on, I imagine Eye of the Yokai ends up being super helpful because you said you can cleanse during your Kitsune to get more L charge, which will lead to that, and then we have Win and Attitude, so you get L charge if they get you, and then some armor. So it seems like you're starting to build into that, even though you don't quite have the items yet that you need, but yeah, I can see the mindset and where this is going. What are the numbers up top? You talking about the orange numbers right there, or are you talking about, like, the orange numbers is the bounty, so you get extra if someone's popping off. You get extra stadium cash for getting the kill. If you're talking about, like, just like the 22K, that's how much stadium cash they have. So, yep. Looks like their Kiriko has also opted for some type of clone build. Again, remember, chat here, when the Swift Step happens, you're going to see some really good plays. Which is great. Your Cassidy might need help. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go for your Cassidy there to help him, but it's all good. It's Stadium. It happens. Like I said, I'm not going to get too over-analytical sometimes on it. It's a different vibe in Stadium. Spectates, that is. Yeah, just ran out of cooldowns. Something you can do about that. I mean, you can save your cooldowns. We know what I mean. Like, you just... there's like a slight time in there. I do love the idea of the build. I mean, as chat remembers, it was a build I did probably last season. It was like the build where... It was like the clone build, but it was like an auto-heal build. And I really liked it. For the money? Well, the stadium cash you get is how you build off of your build. Yes, the more stadium cash, the easier it is to build stuff and get better items. Right? Obviously, there's catch-up mechanics. So if you look on the top right, it says boost. That means that team has a slight boost on stadium cash and all that. Rough start for you here. I feel like you're not quite using the TP as much as you could just yet with the clone build. I think sometimes, especially when you're starting to get cooldown reduction too, like, don't be afraid to kind of launch around the map a little bit more, you know? Get that clone going as much as you can. So we'll see. Not bad. I'm ready. There's the Kitsune. Nice. There we go. Now you're moving back and forth a lot more. Unfortunately, your teammates go down there, but you have heals on point. There's a Diva ult. Reaper's going to be low. Yeah, you still do pretty good damage, though. That's good to see. Teleport back. Yeah, see, this is what I love when you can do this. Like, you're not doing that overly aggressive backline, like, clone style play that you see, but you're able to, like, effectively, you know, make some cool plays. I think you're not using your swift step as much as you could at times. Just remember, and I remember this, or I try to remember this sometimes too when I'm playing Kiriko, and I'll probably heck this up when I'm playing Kiriko, is like, that swift step comes up so quickly. Being able to use that consistently can be really good. Don't think your team's gonna win this unless your Mei does something miraculous on point right now. Yeah, but that's okay. The beauty of this is we got multiple rounds. Now we're going to round 4. The round before you said you really scale, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so now you've gotten Nano Cola with the ability power, Ironclad exhaust ports, which gives you the overhealth when you use an ability, and you get the 5% cooldown reduction and win an attitude. So yeah, you're on like a really good build path here now because you get 40% ability power and 20% cooldown reduction. That's huge. Why go ability power on Kiriko? Because this build, like if you look at the item, especially with donut delivery, so I can just show you very quickly, I can pause. So if you look at the team build here and you look at donut delivery, it gives you swift step, heals nearby allies for 120 life over 2 seconds. So what you have here is you have the ability to scale up that number. So when you use donut delivery, it allows you to go around the map. So basically you build this like ability power one to where you keep doing really, really good heals on that. So like it's going to be really effective healing. And then on top of that, you get like the really good cooldown reduction. So it gives better healing. And then obviously it will scale up on heals. So it's really nice for that type of play style. If you're going for like a really like lethal assassin style Kiriko play, which this build isn't quite that. It allows for the opportunity at times, but it's more about like keeping your teammates alive with the ability to do some damage. That's the vibe I get from this, and it was kind of explained that way too. So,
I think we're outnumbered.
yeah, Ironclad was stronger before the nerf. There you go.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Sometimes it takes two.
Okay. Like what I'm seeing, especially when the warrior falls off the map. Ooh, nice. I thought that cleanse range wasn't good enough to get that right in front of you. I feel like whenever I yell, Kiriko cleanses the whole map somehow. Yep, using the swift step. That's how I like to use swift step with that type of comp, because the donut delivery is going to heal a ton there, so you get really good burst healing. Well, it's actually not even burst healing because it's over 2 seconds, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's a tough one. You have to decide, do you teleport to your cast and cleanse? I feel like that's an easy way to teleport and then get tired. Good cleanse. Yep, putting the clone out there. You can see the L charge going up. And remember also, one thing that's cool about the clone build part now, especially with heals, you also get stadium cash now from that. So, good job here. Really good usage of the TP. You're starting to use it a lot more, which is nice. Does that travel across that? It does, okay. Going to the back line. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this playstyle when I play Kiriko. I think I'm going to like this build because it fits that fun playstyle I like. All right, on to round 5 now. Okay, so now you've gotten Cleanse and Charge. When you cleanse negative effects with Suzu, you gain 5% ultimate charge for each hero cleanse. This is what was talked about during the description. Now you've gotten the Iris one, which gives you 20% ability power and 10% cooldown reduction, and you get overhealth after spending your ult. Nebula Conduit, which prevents 15% of incoming damage, which was described as, in this situation, that over time damage, you can cleanse that a lot easier, which will give you more ult charge, right? And then you keep donut delivery, you have multi-tool, you have Ironclad still, and then you have the ability power. So you're looking at 40% ability power and 30% cooldown reduction. So I imagine 30% cooldown reduction with quick ultimates, I imagine that's got to be unreal, right? Because, like, you're going to have cooldown reduction within cooldown reduction when you pop Kitsune. Yeah, when you cleanse Nebula, it gives you 5% more ult charge. Yeah, so it makes sense, because if you can slow down the process of that damage to make it over 3 seconds, it's going to guarantee the cleanse. So we'll probably see it in effect here soon. Oh, yeah. I mean, did you see the ult charge right there, chat? Oh, yeah, I can see already. Look at the ult charge already. Already 50% off of just a few cleanses. Just off of a few cleanses. That's with Tuzu. Oh yeah, this build's gonna be fun. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be ridiculous. So now I want to see the cooldown reduction of this. Is it working during this? I didn't see it give ult charge, but I'm kind of curious now. Okay, it does. Yep, because the Kitsune's still up. Yep. Yeah. See, you just go around and you just keep doing that. I know it was described it did, but I didn't see that. But I guess that didn't really cleanse anything. That's cool. I like that. I think that could have been even more during that Kitsune, but yeah, I can really see why this build really picks up. I mean, it's like basically free ults. Out of curiosity, since I don't know specifically here, but you do the build, have you tried the slow with that one too into like a round 7? Like the slow Kitsune? I don't remember what the round 7 power was, but have you tried that one? With this build? Like as like if you get to a round 7? The one that just slows them down? I imagine, because that one is so annoying to deal with late game, because you can't play the game. You just go round 7, you get the slow Kitsune, and you can't do anything. You can't move. So if you keep getting Kitsunes, imagine how annoying that would be for like a huge round 7 round. Yeah, this build's cool. I like the idea of this build, by the way. I'm done to try this after. Oh, I've been saying that for a while now. That Kitsune one that slows people is massively underrated. Is it Stadium? This is Stadium, yes. Yeah, this build's really cool. This is gonna fit my playstyle. Like I said, we'll try it out after. I feel like your team should win this round. Doesn't it also cleanse you and make you invulnerable when you use it? I don't even know, does it? I don't even know the full build of that one. They don't hesitate to trust sometimes the donut. I know. Oh no, I was talking about that earlier. Like I love when I even picked that yesterday when I had to come up with a random build because I accidentally got Kiriko, and I'm like, I love the idea of just using Swift Step over and over again and having the donut delivery item just like heal people. Yeah, no, I can see that absolutely popping off. You know, falling over a couple times here, not ideal, but you can make it work.
Surrender to my will.
There you go. Nice 8% ult charge there for a slight cleanse. There you go. Pop the ult. Boom. That's the round. Cool. There you go. Okay, this is going to be interesting to see how this plays on this map, because this map can get crazy. So going into this round, looking at your build, you got... Looks like you replaced one of your... I think it was a green item with Talisman of Life. 20% ability power. Protection Suzu grants... Oh, you got rid of exhaust ports. Protection Suzu grants 100 over health for 5 seconds, which also that is ability power, so you combine that with... Donut Delivery and Talisman of Life, you're getting a lot of extra stuff there, so we'll see. Time to watch these cleanses give ult charge. Let's go. I'm ready. Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait to never have cleanse for anything I need, just because I'm having fun with that. For it. Oh. Oh. Nice. Yeah, look at that. 15% ult charge already. Like in a Kitsune, by the way, chat. In a Kitsune. You see this? Already at 50. Oh, never mind. Already at 70% again. Nice shot by the Mori. Can't do much about that, but 75% ult after basically just using it. Ooh, wait a second. Good job getting the first point. Kiskaloo, thanks for the 64 months of the tier 1. Thank you for your gift. Here comes the Reaper. Teleporting back. Good cleanse. Bunch of ult charge. And Katie, thanks for the 4 months of Prime, so thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Huge. It really is just teleporting around and hitting some cleanses. There it is. This point can be so tough to take sometimes with the spawns. It's not as bad as like regular Clash, like if that makes sense, because like if you play like the normal Clash, but it is still pretty close on this point. But it actually has added for some interesting games. I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of supports are viable right now. I see why you went for that cleanse. I get it.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
10% ult charge already. Oh, make it 20. I feel like you're not using, yeah, your donut delivery there and your TP. I think you should have, the moment they popped ultimates and ran at your team there, just fall back to your teammates and get ult charge again. I feel like you kind of gave them a free pick right there. You said second point is rough, but you like first a lot. Well, you have really long maps of these. We'll see how this goes, because if your teammate has ult,
Don't move.
you might have a chance to like buy some more time on point, especially with you coming back in a second. Yeah, your team should have a little bit more time in the middle here. Good plans, get some more ult charge again. You basically get 20% right there off of 2. I feel like you still need to pay attention to your swift step when it's up. It wasn't up there, by the way, but I think like that will be helpful for your gameplay. But this is a really cool build. I'm definitely looking forward to trying it.
Take him out.
Oh, so close to the ult. Oh, you couldn't get on the point, yeah. Still, though, very close. Okay, on to round 7. Let's go. Oh, you did get it. Yeah, so the round 7 power, cross and guard. Kitsune Rush now also reduces enemies' movement speed by 50% for 2 seconds. This is so good. I'm glad you got that. And then it looks like you got Martian Mender for cooldown reduction and survivability. And then you added our bikes, which allies affected by Kitsune Rush are healed for 80 ability power every 1 second. So 55% ability power, 30% cooldown reduction. Last round with a slow on ultimate. That's going to be pretty good. Shouldn't clone be tankier with AP? I'm pretty sure it's broken. I'm more than positive the Kiriko TP thing is glitched. I don't think they've mentioned that yet, but I played it yesterday. My Kiriko with ability power was still just like had the same HP and would get 1 shot. And the Kiriko still has the same HP right now. I don't think it actually did what it was supposed to do.
The objective goes live in 10.
Like, can I pause for a second on the clone? Where's the clone? The clone's already dead. The clone's already fallen over because the clone has 1 HP basically. It's like it doesn't even. It's on scaling. I don't think it is.
You're all good. Now go get him.
Yoshi, thanks for the 100%. Thank you. Appreciate it. Already up to 70% ult charge. Why did they remove Atlas? Because why did they remove Midtown? Because the cars were invisible if you played on low settings. Probably not a good thing. Here's the ult. Now they're gonna be really slow in the ult chat. Like they're gonna barely move. You see the queen? The queen can't even go anywhere. The Reaper, look at the Reaper. That's why I love it so much. It's great. You can't do anything about that. You're so slow. Yep, I'm telling you, it is great. Good cleanse. Oh, great cleanse time and great Diva ult. That should be the dub. And there you go. You pick up the round 7 win. Yeah, that build's awesome. I'm definitely going to try that out, and that's what we're going to do next. So I hope you all enjoyed this build. Thank you for submitting this. We'll have the link to the build directly from Stadium Builds where that's at. With that being said, I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube, leave a comment, all that helps. And we'll have more videos down here. So maybe we'll have the follow-up video too at one point. So look if you haven't. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.